Good morning to all my students. Today we are starting with our online classes after your summer vacations. I hope that you all have completed your holiday homework and your written work, and you all are in good health. So, let us begin with our studies. So, you know that we have completed 2 chapters of New Voices before the summer vacations. Now we are going to start today with the 3rd chapter of New Voices. Before starting that chapter, tell me that what value your friends have in your life. You all must be having a lot of friends in your life, and you all must be having one best friend. You all are making memories right now that you will remember in your future, that what you used to do in school, how you used to play, and how you spend your time with your friends. So this is all what we are doing right now. We are making memories for the future. The school time will never come again, so you all should enjoy this time with your friends and study also. So we are going to learn today a new chapter, that is the meeting pool, a story by Ruskin Bond. It is a story about 3 friends. So we are going to study today about friends, the meeting pool. So before starting with our chapter, let us learn something about our writer, that is Ruskin Bond. You all must have listened his name, that Ruskin Bond is an Indian writer from British descent. So he was born in the year 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. Living in Missouri, Ruskin Bond is a children's writer. Why he is known as children's writer? Because he has written many short stories for children's, and he was very popular with them. So he is popular among children's because he has written many children's stories. He received the Padma Bhushan in 2014. He has written over 300 short stories and continues writing and thrilling children and adults with his ready wit and his immense love of nature. His most renowned work include Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, The Blue Umbrella, and A Season of Ghosts. So these 3 works are his most famous work. So today we are going to read a story by Ruskin Bond, The Meeting Pool, and there are certain difficult words in this story. So let us see them first. The first word is pledge. Pledge means a sincere promise or agreement. The second word is deadly earnest. Deadly earnest. That means in a very serious manner. When we say something in a serious manner, or when our parents scold us in a serious way, that is known as deadly earnest. The third word is bramble. Bramble. That means a wild thorny bush. That thorny bush we used to see in the garden, which have lot of thorns in them, that is known as bramble. The next word is ravine. Ravine. That means a deep narrow valley with a steep slides. The next word is shingles. Shingles. That means small round stones on a beach. We all have seen that small stones on the beach, that is known as shingles. The next word is impulsive. Impulsive. That means did things much without consideration. That means when we do something without thinking, that is known as impulsive. The next word is grumble. Grumble. The meaning of this word is complain, which we all do. Threshed. Threshed means made uncontrollable movement. When we move uncontrollable, when we fall, that is uncontrollable movement, because we are not able to control ourselves, our movements, that is threshed. The next word is tremble. Tremble. Tremble means fell with rolling movement. So whenever you fall with that rolling movement, that is known as tremble. Now let us begin with our story. So your story starts with the first line. It was Somi's idea that we should meet at the pool in 10 years' time. So from the first line, we got to know that the name of one of those friends is Somi. So there were 3 friends and one of them was Somi. So Somi gave the idea that we will meet at this pool after 10 years when we are men. So now they are boys, but when they will become a men, we must come back to this place. And when after 10 years, when we will become a men, then we will return to this place from today itself. That means from now, after 10 years, we will come here. When we will become men, we will meet at this pool. This was the idea given by Somi to his friends. So what are the name of these friends? One of the friend was Rusty. Rusty said that at midday on the 5th of April 1964, we must return to the pool. So they decided that we will return to the pool on which date? We will meet on April 1964 on this pool. The 5th of April. They have decided that they will meet again after 10 years on which date? They will meet after 10 years on 5th of April 1964. No matter where we are or what we are doing, or if we are married and have children, we must meet at the pool. Promise? So what Rusty said? That he said that midday, that means at 12 or after 12 we will meet on this pool on 5th April 1964. No matter we are married or whatever we are doing, wherever we are, but we will come here on that day, and this is the promise. So everybody promised. Rusty said yes, I'll promise. Somi said promise, and the last friend was Anil. So Anil also said promise. So 3 friends promised to each other that they will meet each other after 10 years on this pool. And the date they decided was 5th April 1964. So this was the first passage. Now move to the second passage. The second passage says that it was a school boys' pledge. So they were, when they promised to each other to meet at the pool after 10 years, they were studying in a school. So that's why they took a pledge, and this pledge is known as school boys' pledge, because they were school boys who took this pledge and made in deadly earnest. Deadly earnest means in a very serious manner. They were very serious that yes, we will meet here after 10 years and we will not break our promise to each other. So in that way they promised to each other that yes, we will meet. As boys, we usually mean the things we say. So we all have this thing in our mind that whatever boy says or the promise made by the boys will never be broken, because boys never break their promise. So as usually we come to know that they will not break their promise, and they will meet each other at the pool after 10 years. So this was decided. So what happened next? Let us see. And so we shook hands on it. So now they decided that, as we all know, that boys never break their promise, we will also not break our promise, and we will meet here after 10 years. And on that thing they shake hand with each other and dived back into the water. Now they were at the pool and they dived into the water again after making the promise and shaking hands. The pool had been discovered by me a few months earlier. So here the narrator who is telling the story is Rusty, and Rusty is saying that I have discovered this pool few months earlier. That means few months before I have discovered this pool, and I remember that it was going to rain. Now he is remembering those days when he discovered this pool. He says that when I discovered this pool, it was a time of rain, that it was going to rain, and I discovered this pool. I could see the rain moving across the foothills. Here he says that I can see that the rain was falling on the foothills, that means the very small hills, that is known as foothills. On the foot of the hills, he can see rain falling, and I could smell it on the breeze. And he says that I could smell the rain falling, and I could smell the smell of the mud, which is making it more. Here Rusty says that the day I discovered the pool, it was raining, and even I can see the rain falling on the foothills, that means the foot of the hills on the ground, and even I can smell that in the air. But instead of turning homewards, I pushed my way through the leaves and brambles that grew across the forest path. I had heard the murmur of water at the bottom of the hills, and I wanted to see the water and touch it. So now here Rusty says, though I know that it was going to rain or it is raining, but I didn't go back to my home. I was moving in the forest path crossing the brambles. Brambles are the thorny bushes that has thorns in them, that is known as brambles, through leaves, and I can hear the sound of water falling on the hills. And now he has a desire that I want to see that water and I want to touch that water. Now what happened next? Sliding down a rock face into a small ravine, I found a stream running over a bed of shingles. Water trickled down from the hillside, from amongst fern and grasses and wild primroses. The rocks beside the stream were smooth, and some of them were grey and some yellow. A small waterfall came down the rocks and formed a deep round pool of apple green water. Now here the writer and Rusty is describing the pool. He said that when I went there, I see that a rock face into a small ravine, that it was a type of a waterfall, and it was a small pool which was water was flowing across the shingles. Shingles are the small stones, and water was going across that shingles. There were roses, grass, there were algae, that is ferns, and a small waterfall was also there, and it was a round pool, and the color of that round pool was apple green, because because it was in the forest, and that's why the color of the water became apple green, a greeny color. Now in the next passage he says that when I saw the pool, I turned and ran back to town because I want to tell the others. Now when he discovered that pool, he went back to his town. Why? Because he wanted to tell it to everyone that I have discovered a pool in the forest. Now Anil and Somi are the closest friends. So he is telling that I have two close friends of mine, or best friends. They were Anil and Somi. Anil lived in crowded lane of the Dilram Bazaar. He was wild and a little dangerous, subject to mood and impulses, but he had a certain animal charm. So here he is describing the character of Anil. Rusty is saying that my best friends are Anil and Somi. Anil live in a crowded lane in Dilram Bazaar, and he is a very moody person, impulsive person. He get furious at very small things, or he get angry at small things. But he is a very charming person. Now on the other hand, he describes Somi. He says that Somi is very gentle, very sensitive in these ways, but in common with Anil, he had a sense of fun and an instinct for adventure. So now he says that both my friends Anil and Somi are different in nature, but they both are same in one thing, that is that they both are good at fun, that they have a sense of fun in them, a sense of humor, and they both love adventures, and they usually choose the adventure we were to have, and I would just grumble and allow myself to be involved in them. So he is saying that they both love adventure, and even they discover new things, so I also go with them to discover such things. But now this time I discovered the pool. So pool was my own discovery, and I am proud of myself. Now Rusty says every time it happened that Anil and Somi discovered new thing because they both love adventure, but this time it was me who discovered the pool, and I'm very proud of myself. So The next passage says that we will call it Rusty's pool. So both the three friends decided that we will call this pool as Rusty pool because Rusty has discovered this pool. And remember, it's a secret pool. No one else must know about it. Now, everyone decided that we will keep it a secret. It is our secret pool and nobody should know about this pool. I think it was the pool that brought us together more than anything else. So now here Rusty says that I think that this pool helped us to come together more and more than any other thing. We became very close to each other after the discovery of this pool. Somi was a beautiful swimmer. Now he describes his friend Somi and he says that Somi is a beautiful swimmer. He swam very well. He dived off rocks and went gliding about the under the water like a long golden fish. Now he says that he dive in the water, he do underwater swimming also, and he just look like a long golden fish. And on the other hand, he says that Anil's leg and arms were very long. Anil has very long arms, that is hands, and very long legs. And he threshed about with much bigger but little skill. So he just moved like that only. He doesn't have any skill. He is not a good swimmer like Somi. He just moved his hands here and there. I could dive off a rock too, but I usually landed on my stomach. So he says that I can also dive, but I always landed on my stomach. I always fall on my stomach, and that's why I am not a good swimmer like Somi. Now the next passage says that there were slim silver fish in the water of the streams. So in the water of the pool there were very slim silver fish. At first we tried catching them with a line, but they soon acquired the art of taking the bait without being caught on the hook. So now they try to catch the fish at times, but they were unable to catch the fish because the fish was very you can say very fast, that they even catch the food and they just run away from there without being catched by the friends. Now we procured a bed sheet. Procured means now they bought a bed sheet there. And who bought this bed sheet? It was Anil who bought this bed sheet from his mother's laundry, and we stretched it across the end of the stream. So near the bank of that pool, they just spread that bed sheet there, but the fish couldn't come anywhere near it. Now they tried to just spread the bed sheet on the river, not on the bank, on the pool, but they were unable to catch the fish again. It was very difficult for them to catch the fish. But finally, without telling us, Anil fetched a stick of gunpowder from a fireworks shop. Somi and I were startled out of an afternoon siesta by a flash across the water and a deafening explosion. Half the hillside tumbled into the pool, and so did Anil, but we got him out, along with a good supply of stunned fish that were really too small to eat. Anil, however, didn't want all his work going to waste, so he roasted his fish over a fire and ate them by himself, including their tails. So here we come to know that though they were unable to catch the fish, Anil secretly, what he did, he bought the gunpowder from a fireworks shop, and he without telling his friends Somi and Rusty, what he did, he just make a explosion in the water, near the water, and all the fish died there, and most of the rocks which were near the pool, they just banged down in the water. But even Anil also fell in the water, but still Rusty and Somi anyhow manages to bring out Anil from the pool, and Anil bought a you can say a very he bought fishes in very good quantity from the pool. But here Rusty says that the fish was very small to eat. They were unable to eat the fish because they were very small. But Anil don't want his work to go in waste. So what he did, he just roasted that fish and he eat that fish with his tail. Now the last passage. Other activities at the pool included wrestling and buffalo ride. So what they used to do, they used to wrestle in the pool. They used to bring buffaloes there and they ride on the buffaloes. We wrestle on a strip of sand. So on the sand they used to wrestle with each other. That came down to the edge of the water and rode on a couple of buffaloes that sometimes came to drink and wallow in the water muddy part of the stream. So he said that we used to wrestle on the sand which is near the pool, and we used to ride on buffaloes who would come there to drink water or sometime to take bath in the water, in the muddy water. We would set aside the buffaloes and kick and yell and urge them forward. So what they used to do, they used to kick, would set aside and they used to kick the buffaloes so that they can move from there. At best they would roll over on their backs, taking us with them into the softer. So now the buffaloes were also having fun with the boys, and they also used to go with the boys, and they used to lie on their backs, and they carry the boys with themselves. So now this was the half portion of the lesson, the meeting pool, and we will complete the half portion in the next video. Before concluding this video, I just want to tell that just listen to this video again and again so that you should know the main points of this chapter. I hope that you have understood what I have taught you today. Take care and stay safe. Thank you, students.